Are you a small business owner who thinks powerful AI is just for the tech giants? Think again. What if I told you the biggest barrier to entry for AI in 2026 isn't the complex code, but the cost of doing nothing? That's right, the cost of idle. Traditionally, to run any advanced AI, you had to rent a dedicated GPU, which billed you by the hour, whether it was working hard or just sitting there. It's like leaving the meter running on a taxi you're not even in. But what if you could pay for the taxi only when it's actually driving you somewhere? That's exactly what serverless AI deployment does, and it's a game changer for businesses like yours. With a pay-per-inference model, you can now deploy the same high-tier AI models used by Google and Meta for a tiny fraction of the cost. So why is serverless the secret weapon for small businesses? The concept is simple. Serverless takes care of all the messy background stuff. You don't manage a virtual machine. You just upload your AI model or connect to one through an API. The cloud provider handles everything else, the scaling, the security patches, the hardware. Your only job is to create an amazing product. Let's talk about the biggest win. Eliminating the idle tax. Picture this. A traditional GPU instance that costs you just $2 an hour. Doesn't sound too bad, right? But that adds up to over $1,400 a month. And that's whether your AI tool is being used by thousands of customers or zero. It's a constant drain on your budget. Now, let's look at the serverless reality. Imagine your AI chatbot handles 1,000 customer questions a day. Instead of paying for 24 hours of uptime, you only pay for the exact seconds it took to process those 1,000 requests. In many cases, your total monthly bill could be less than $50. That's a massive difference. The second huge advantage is instant scalability. Small businesses live with unpredictable workloads. 1 minute, it's quiet. The next, a successful marketing campaign goes viral and you have a sudden tenfold surge in traffic. In a traditional setup, your server would probably crash or you'd be scrambling to manually add more capacity. With serverless, the infrastructure scales automatically, going from 0 to thousands of concurrent users in an instant. And just as importantly, when that traffic spike ends, it scales right back down to 0, and your bill stops immediately. You only pay for what you use when you use it. Let's put these two approaches head to head. With serverless, you're on a pay-per-request model. With a dedicated GPU, you're paying a flat hourly or monthly rate. Setup time? For many serverless platforms, you can be up and running in minutes. A dedicated server can take hours or even days to configure correctly. Scaling? Serverless is fully automatic. Dedicated servers require you to manually manage scaling, which can get complicated and expensive. Now, there is one small catch with serverless called a cold start, which is a slight delay the very first time an idle model is used. We'll talk about how to solve that in a minute. The bottom line is this. Serverless is perfect for businesses with variable traffic, new products, or anyone who wants to test an idea without a huge upfront investment. Dedicated servers are better for massive companies with a constant high-volume workload. So where can you find these amazing serverless solutions in 2026? Let's break down the landscape. First, you have the big three cloud providers. If you're already in the Amazon ecosystem, Azure Lambda combined with SageMaker Serverless is a natural fit. It integrates seamlessly with all their other services. For businesses using Google's tools, Vertex AI Serverless is fantastic, especially if you're using their AutoML to build custom models without writing tons of code. And if your business runs on Microsoft, Azure Functions with Cognitive Services offers pre-built AI blocks for things like speech-to-text or sentiment analysis that plug right into Microsoft 365. But here's where it gets really exciting for small businesses: the specialized players. These are the cost leaders. Platforms like Together AI and Fireworks AI offer serverless access to popular open-source models like Llama 3 for significantly cheaper than building it all yourself. Then you have Featherless AI, which is known for its unique flat-rate serverless options. For a predictable monthly fee, you get unlimited usage of over 6,000 open-source models. It's perfect for startups that need to keep a close eye on their budget. And a rising star in 2026 is SiliconFlow. They've found a way to deliver up to 32% lower latency than traditional clouds by optimizing how AI models are swapped in and out of GPU memory. This means faster responses for your users. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but how do I actually implement it? Most small businesses use a clever and cost-effective workflow called Retrieval-Augmented Generation, or RAG. This is the real secret sauce. Instead of spending a fortune training a massive AI model on your business data, you feed the model your documents in real time. It's cheaper, faster, and more accurate for your specific use case. Here's how it works in 4 simple steps. First, you vectorize your data. You take all your company info, product descriptions, support articles, internal docs, and store it in a specialized serverless database like Pinnacle or MongoDB Atlas. Second, you trigger a function. When a user asks a question on your website, a tiny serverless function, like an OEA's Lambda, wakes up. It costs you nothing while it's sleeping. Third, it retrieves and generates. This function instantly pulls the most relevant information from your database and sends it, along with the user's question, to a serverless AI endpoint, maybe from Together AI. The AI then generates a perfect, context-aware answer. And fourth, it shuts down. As soon as the answer is sent back to the user, the entire system turns off. The function goes back to sleep and the billing stops. The whole process takes just a couple of seconds, and you only paid for those few seconds of computation. Let's circle back to that one potential drawback, the cold start. A cold start is the slight delay, maybe 3 to 10 seconds, that can happen when a serverless function is triggered after a long period of inactivity. The system needs a moment to load the AI model into memory. For the first user of the day, this can feel a little slow, but don't worry, this problem is largely solved. Many platforms in 2026 now offer features like provisioned concurrency or model caching. For a very small fee, you can keep a part of your model warm and ready to go. This eliminates the lag, ensuring every user gets a lightning-fast experience without you having to pay for a fully dedicated, always-on server. It's the best of both worlds, low cost and high performance. What all of this means is that AI has truly been democratized. Serverless deployment has torn down the financial walls that once kept small businesses out of the AI game. A small boutique law firm can now offer an AI legal assistant. A local e-commerce shop can provide hyper-personalized product recommendations. A freelance consultant can build an automated market analysis tool. You can now deploy the same level of intelligence as a Fortune 500 company, but without needing $1 million IT budget or a team of DevOps engineers. The power is now in your hands. It's an incredible time to be building a business, and serverless AI is the key that unlocks a world of possibilities. If you found this breakdown helpful and want to learn more about leveraging cutting-edge tech for your business, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.